It's week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Bears and the Steelers under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to...
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now we've got some whistles as we see an injured player, and pretty quick to identify. It's Pat Freiermuth who was hurt on the play. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Fields out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So hold on one moment. We did have a player injured on the last play, and that's Najee Harris. In some discomfort out there. Not good. On 1st down, they'll run. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Flushed out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
It's 3rd and goal.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Fields to throw it. He's got it! And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Dicker connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Flag down, this could be a free opportunity for the offense. He gets this to Tyler Scott. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Williams set to pass. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Williams from the gun. Komet's got it, left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Bears football. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt went 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That's going to be caught by Washington. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the Bears' 48-yard line.
From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw Fields. Bails out of the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. 1st down, Williams. Short pass brought in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They're set up at the 35 now. They run the counter with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they had that one contained right at the line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that'll bring up second down. Running behind center with Swift. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Williams will look to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Fields throwing here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Cameron Johnston on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially a 55-yard launch. Man, it'll be their football. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 46. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Cole Holcomb has it.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Fields looking to throw. Catch made by Allen. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 36. Couldn't connect there, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, You really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Complete. It's Cooper. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now Williams. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Carney's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Calvin Austin on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's the Steelers' 1st down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Running behind center with Harris. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
A run here with Harris. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now trying to run it with Harris. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 3 on that gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with Harris. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
This one misses the tight end. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. He's on the move. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. His pass caught by Allen. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Now Fields. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Another throw for Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Trying again following the sack. It's taken in by Washington. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They send the tight end in motion. Fields on 3rd. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Dicker connects there. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. J.J. McCarthy, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the 30 on second down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Steelers will take over possession. Going to Harris to start the half. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll hand it off to Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Harris gets it on the draw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Going right side, Harris with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So hold on one moment. We did have a player injured on the last play, and that's Najee Harris. In some discomfort out there. Not good. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fields to throw it. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First down, here's Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7. Out of the pistol, Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Allen, the motion man left. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Trying to get outside here with Harris. Spins out of 1 stop. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
False start. Offense.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Williams to throw on first. That throw finds Komet. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st down, Williams. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Has his man, it's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line. Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On the return, here comes Austin. He's got a lane up past the 30. The Steelers offense headed out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start with a give to Harris. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, Fields. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Allen there to haul it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 27-yard line.
Off play action, it's Fields. Complete right side to Washington. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
Fields out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He stays up. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
That's a handful of field goals for him now, Kate. In fact, 5 in this game, and they've needed every one of them to put together the lead they do have as we sit here at this point in the game.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Williams from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, Williams. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Harris once more. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing from the gun. Finds his target, Allen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, they go with Harris. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's running with it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Bears' 10-yard
Trying it
line.
again with Harris. And the defense follows him all the way and shoves him out of bounds. No gain on 2nd and goal, so they need 10 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Here's Fields. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense running back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Williams set to pass. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Running behind center with Harris. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Fields looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10 give to Harris. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Here's Fields to throw. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes. We're going to get a challenge here. The Bears do not agree with that last call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens, because you've got to make that transition from college, where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Here's 2nd and 7. Got Washington, it's complete. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers go up by 19. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here's Williams. Complete, it's Cooper. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. To throw is Williams. This will be caught by Cooper. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Got to hurry this to the line. Williams to throw on first. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
3rd down, here's Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
This is Harris. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. Well, it's all about one word right now, partner: momentum. Getting this win gives you a ton of it, and that should really play to their advantage as they prep for their next opponent.
Can I give you another one, too? How about confidence? Not only is momentum on their side, but they're going to be real confident after how they executed to get the win in this one. They keep that mindset through to the next time out. Oh, they're going to be very tough to beat.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.